Welcome to Magaya's first virtual Dimensioner event. I'm Daryl, and we have an amazing, innovative lineup for you today. You will be the first to see our new mobile demo of the Dimensioner and our new augmented reality app that will immerse you in an experience like no other. To get started, let's go to Gabriel Ruse, co-founder of Magaya and key driver of the Dimensioner. Gabriel?
Thank you, Daryl. I'm going to show you the Magaya mobile Dimensioner that I brought to many clients and set up in less than 30 minutes. Why? To show them how much money they were losing. First, we take a pallet they manually processed. We enter the warehouse receipt number and dimensions. We take the same pallet, we process it through the Magaya mobile Dimensioner. Wait until you see the results, the staggering amounts of money our clients were losing before they adopted a Dimensioner into their business. Let's see it now. Here's a demo of the mobile Dimensioner. First, I'll show you the pallet Dimensioner that scans pallets. Next, I'll show you the parcel Dimensioner. Here's a customer doing their usual process before getting a Dimensioner. See how manually measuring is not an exact science? Then, the same pallet is run through the Dimensioner to scan it. And now, compare the difference. Do you want your revenue to be off by 50%? That's lost money. Here's a parcel Dimensioner. I'm in a small package, e-commerce customer site. Look at how many parcels they receive and need to process to ship out to their customers. It was taking days with their old process doing all this. Since adding the Dimensioner to their operations, lost revenue has decreased, efficiency has increased, and now they're getting the results. They're now getting 4 times as many processed per day. Instead of delays and lost money, now they're getting the packages handled faster, improving their customer service, and collecting that revenue. Last month, one of our customers discovered over $500,000 in lost revenue over a year because of just a few inches off per pallet. You cannot afford to be off a 1/4 inch on any side. Imagine increasing your monthly revenue by 15% or more. Stop losing money today. I'm planning a multi-city tour of the Magaya mobile Dimensioner. Put your name and email in the chat panel and we will contact you. Now that you've watched the Magaya mobile demo at a customer site, you're probably wondering where and how this will fit into your warehouse. To take you there, let's go back to Daryl, who will introduce an amazing new tool that you can get for free today. It will take you into a whole new dimension. Daryl?
Thanks, Gabriel. After seeing such amazing numbers that they achieved, let's get a tool in your hands to start your journey to more revenue. Imagine a scanning and weighing system processing pallets and parcels faster for you. What would that look like? How would you see it? No need to guess. Today, we bring the future into your warehouse and distribution center with our new augmented reality app. You can explore a virtual Dimensioner and run a simulation directly from your phone. To launch this innovation, please welcome the app designer, Giovanni Torres. Hello, Giovanni.
Hello, Daryl, and thank you for the intro. Today, I'm here to show everyone the new Dimensioner AR app. What is it? It's a virtual way to see a Dimensioner in your space. Let's check it out now. Now, when you open the app, you get 2 options, the pallet Dimensioner and the parcel Dimensioner. Let's check out the pallet, and then for the demo, we'll actually use the parcel Dimensioner. The app begins scanning the floor to read the space. Once it does, we can place a Dimensioner. All right, now there's a Dimensioner in your warehouse. Check that out. Now, where do you want it? You want to move it around? Now, if you want to rotate it, spin it with 2 fingers, touching the bottom or the base with 1. Then we anchor it so it won't move. Now look, you can see how it looks in your warehouse. Honestly, every time I see this, it still blows my mind. Our AR developer, Rich, did an amazing job. Now you can walk up to see the components such as the sensors, the camera, and look, it's all in 3D. All right, let's switch over to the parcel Dimensioner now so we can do the full demo. Since the floor already scanned, all we gotta do is tap for the pallet Dimensioner to appear. Okay, now let's get up close to the scale display. Now you can walk up to see the components such as the camera, the sensors, just like it's really here. Isn't that cool? Okay, let's step back to anchor it, and the package button appears. Tap it, and now you can select the virtual package to scan. We'll have more packages soon. Now let's get up close to the scale display, and you can actually read it, just like it's really here. Now we can press the button that appeared to the right, which is the scan button. Isn't that a cool simulation? And then the weights and dimensions are taken instantly. We can hear the snap from a photograph. Then it sends all this data instantly to your Magaya system or other WMS and saves it for you. Check out this video. All your dimensions and attachments are added to your warehouse receipt, and then your label prints and you just earned money. Look over the top and you can actually read it. So how does all of this get done? Now in the upper right corner, there's a button that says Learn More. Now we enter the Explore mode. And now the annotations pop up, where you can learn in more detail each part of the Dimensioner. Ready for one more amazing thing about this app? Tap this icon and look at all this info to explore. You can call us and follow us online directly from the app. And you're gonna love this. Take a picture of your virtual Dimensioner in your warehouse. Tap Send Us a Snap, and the app sends you and us a copy. Isn't that cool? And you can share it with anyone. We've got a case study. Run the built-in ROI calculator to get the convincing data you need to prove the Dimensioner is right for your company. Download the app for free right now and get yourself fully immersed in the experience. Just scan the barcode or go to your app store. We can't wait to get your Dimensioner photos. Have fun. Daryl, back to you.
Wow, that was really cool. I can't wait to check it out myself. So, grab a screenshot of your virtual Dimensioner and send it to us today. And then share it with your friends and online. And be sure to tag us when you post. Now the questions have been coming in, so let's get to our Q&A. Type in any questions that you have, and Gabriel can answer them. Gabriel, are you ready?
Thank you, Daryl. In a moment, we will move on to live Q&A questions. Before that, I want to talk about the free on-site demo. So we will come to you with a mobile Dimensioner and show you how much revenue you're actually losing on the pallet side. If you're more interested in speed and efficiency on the parcel side or small package cross-border e-commerce and you're suffering tremendously from that, we will also come to you and show you how to automate that process. Are you interested in learning more about the Magaya Dimensioner? There's a pop-up on your screen right now. Please select that. And once you're done with that, please start submitting your questions and we will answer those live for you. All right, let's start with our first question. Let's scroll up there a little bit. We get hundreds and hundreds of parcels per day and are only able to process about 15 boxes per hour. Our system is failing us and packages are backing up and cluttering the warehouse. Do you think by adding a Dimensioner to our process, we would be able to process more than 15 boxes per hour? That's a great question. We recently visited a client that had 9 stations or 9 people in their warehouses processing boxes. We've taken that now to 3 stations in the warehouse, so we reduced 6 people, and they're doing about 85 to 100 boxes per hour. So yes, we can increase that tremendously. Next question. What technology is required to run a Dimensioner? Do we need Magaya or can we use the Dimensioner with our current WMS? Can it interface with scales, scanners, printers? The technology to run your Dimensioner is basically we bring everything to you. We bring our Dimensioner, we bring a computer, we bring everything, all the hardware that's required. We basically just plug into your network and that interfaces directly to Magaya. You need to make no changes. If you've got scanners, we will interface those directly with Magaya as well. And during that process, we'll also show you how to use our Magaya Binder, which is a mobile app that you can download from your iTunes store or your Google Play Store. How long does it take to set up the Magaya Dimensioner? When can I be up and running once it is delivered to my warehouse? For the parcel Dimensioner, we can have you up and running in about 2 hours. For the pallet Dimensioner, we have you up and running in about 4 hours. For the moment you place your order, we put you in line to installation. We'll give you the date, and the moment we arrive at your warehouse is typically 2 hours for the parcel and 4 hours for the pallet. Does the Dimensioner need any maintenance service once it's up and running? No, it does not. If we do a software update, we will help you calibrate that machine remotely, but you need to do nothing to that machine or to devices or scanners, sensors, anything. What is the biggest challenge for current customers interested in the Dimensioner? That's a very good question. The biggest challenge for the pallet Dimensioner is just reorganizing your warehouse and making sure that you have the right space for that. And for the parcel, there really is no challenge. We'll help you automate that workflow inbound, perhaps just changing the way you stage the cargo inbound. That's the biggest challenge for the parcel Dimensioner. Does the Magaya installation team help with conveyor and other automation planning when installing Dimensioner? Absolutely. We'll be more than happy to help you automate that, show you what to buy, which conveyors, either electric, fully automated conveyors, or manual gravity-fed conveyors. So we'll help you design that whole process inbound, make sure you can get the maximum effect. About 3 weeks ago, we had a client that was about 3 behind on the inbound process. That means they were working on cargo they had received 3 weeks prior. They receive about 1,500 boxes a day. We designed a whole process for them inbound. This client actually opens the boxes when they receive it for parcels and takes pictures of the contents and of the documents inside. So we designed a whole new workflow for them inbound, and now they receive all the boxes they receive every day. They're able to process them, and they can go home on time. How long does one scan take? What would be the time savings compared to someone doing this manually? So for the pallet dimensioner, by the time you place the pallet on the scale and the capture starts, it's about 7 seconds. It's mind-blowing. In 7 seconds, you get weights, dimensions, you get 5 pictures, and the labels printed automatically. The amount of time savings on the pallet is mind-blowing. On a small parcel package, it's about 3 seconds it takes. You put the box on the scale with a wireless barcode scanner. You scan the tracking number. That triggers the machine. It moves the tracking number into Magaya, and it spits a label out automatically. All that happens in about 3 seconds. Can you still use Dimensioner if you don't plan on using Magaya's software? Absolutely. So Expeditors, for example, they don't use the whole Magaya suite of products. They use only our Dimensioner products. And we have many clients like that that only use our Dimensioner product. Does this integrate into my custom in-house software? Absolutely. We have APIs, all kinds of feeds where you can tie in your own legacy system or your own custom in-house software to our Dimensioner as well. Realistically, how much money do you think I can recoup with a Dimensioner based on some of your customers' actual savings? That's an interesting question. So what we like to do for the pallet is we like to come out and do a cost analysis for you. We will set up a mobile Dimensioner and we'll run 20 of your pallets through our Dimensioner. And we'll take your dimensions and compare them to ours, and we'll give you a line-by-line breakdown of the amount of percentage in revenue you're losing and how much you'll recuperate. Based on that and on a forecast, we'll ask you how many pallets do you receive a day, and then we'll give you a return on investment tool. Some of the clients we visited are losing $2,000 a day. Some are losing $1,500 a day. We recently had one that was losing $60,000 a month, just mind-blowing, the amount of money. Because typically, most warehouse employees will look at a pallet, will say it's a 48 by 40. They don't take the time to measure it. And also the employee can't measure the pallet correctly. But you'll also know that a lot of your carriers now, airline carriers and even LTL carriers, are using these same Dimensioner systems. So what happens is you're getting these chargebacks or these CCAs. With our, it's NTEP certified, you can't get a chargeback. If you do get one, you show them your warehouse receipt and your certificate, and the conversation's over. Can you have both dimensioners working for one system? Absolutely. We have clients nowadays that have 4 pallet dimensioners, 3 parcel dimensioners, all in one location. Just depends on the volume, the amount of traffic. We have a client that flips about 80 trucks an hour. They have 4 dimensioners, 4 pallet dimensioners. So yes. How quickly expect an ROI after the installation of the dimensioner? Takes us 4 hours to install the pallet dimensioner. So the 5th hour, you already have a return on investment. I guarantee you that much. Is there a way to calculate the possible ROI prior to installation? Absolutely. We can do that, as I said before, either with our on-premise tool. We can also just show you the ones that we've done and take an average of the industry. We typically see between 15 to 20% of lost revenue on each pallet if you're charging by weights, by DIMS. How does the Dimensioner calculate dimensions? It's very interesting. It takes the widest point, the widest length, and the tallest height. And that's and we give you also a picture with a diagram around it, of kind of like a lines of boxes that shows you like a 3D view of how we calculated those DIMS, and that's how we calculate the DIMS. What types of objects can it measure? The parcel dimension measures anything from 36 inches all the way down to the small envelopes you receive from FedEx and Amazon. The pallet dimensioner, the minimum is a 12 by 12 box, so 12 inch by 12 by 12 inch, and typically up to about 9 feet or 8 feet. What is the size of the pallet dimensioner? The parcel dimensioner comes with a table. It's like a steel table for warehouse use, and that one's 36 by 60 inches. So it's 3 feet by 5 feet, the parcel dimensioner. The pallet dimensioner is a 12-foot structure. We can either mount that to the wall, to the roof, or a freestanding one if we want to mount it next to a column. And we have all those on hand to install them. Thank you for your questions. Now, if we didn't get to any of your questions, I guarantee you I will personally answer all of them today by email. Now let's go back to Daryl for our closing remarks. Thank you.
You have just been the first to experience these new innovations from Magaya. And this is just the beginning. Because as you know, at Magaya, our goal is to help you innovate, automate, and be more efficient. There's still time to send us your name, email, and phone number to get on the list of demos that Gabriel is offering. Also, download the app now to see how empty space in your warehouse can earn you money. We look forward to seeing your photos from the app and talking to you about claiming that lost revenue today. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the future. Until next time.